beautiful soul, a very good morning, good afternoon, and good evening from whatever time you'll be watching this episode. Welcome to another enlightening episode of the Health Diary right here at SEO TV. My good name is Elizabeth Wanjiku, and as I always tell you that today we're gonna be having an amazing show, and a good show it will be. Remember, you can interact with us on all our social media platforms at SEO TV Kenya everywhere, and in that measure you can as well follow us on our YouTube platform. Make sure you hit the subscribe button as well. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Here on this show we make sure we bring you enlightening conversations on health, because your health matters and health is wealth. And today's episode is particularly so close to my heart, because we dive and get into a topic that affects countless of lives in our country and globally at large. Today's topic is breast cancer. So grab a cup of tea and sit back as we embark on a journey of getting to know and being empowered and inspired by the guest today in studio. Karibu, and let us embark on this journey together. And today we are honored to have an incredible guest. This face is not familiar right here at SEO TV, but today she's here because we are doing it different, because we want to enlighten you, we want to educate you, and we want to inspire you. But before then, I'll let her introduce herself and tell us what is it that she has for us today. Karibu sana to our studio. Dr. Lucy, how are you doing?
I'm good.
And first things first, there's someone who is seeing you for the very first time. But of course, we've seen you. You are our guest hapa tunasema. I guess it's already home. Yes, welcome. But for the person who will be seeing you for the very first time, you can begin by introducing your name and even what do you do.
Okay. I'm Dr. Elizabeth Wanjiku, and I come from Sarushi Nutrition and Wellness Clinic. I'm a medical researcher. My work is to look for the right medication for the patients. Actually, I can say that because that is where I am.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm among the best researchers in the entire Africa.
True.
Yes.
And we are so humbled to have you each and every single time. I usually say that every single time I see you, like I've never seen you before, and even the knowledge you give, it's something, each and every day it's a learning process. And you are so grateful. Today we are standing because the matter at hand, you told me today we are doing it different. And I don't know actually what you've prepared for us. You're going to tell us about it, but I want to remind you guys that if you want to interact with the conversation, remember our social media are open, and the questions you can send in, we invite a medic, we get to know and answer what is that is bothering you. And today we dive in, Daktari. Today you're going to tell us what you're talking about and what you've prepared for us today.
Thank you so much, Sylvia.
You're welcome.
Actually, this is now my fifth interview with you guys, and I really appreciate, because I'm receiving several calls from different corners, especially the issue of cancer. Today I have come with one of my patients. Actually, she just visited my clinic today, and I decided, why can't you just go and visit SEO TV so that you can encourage those people who are undergoing the same situation that you are. So today I have Elizabeth Wandeto with us. She will join us in a few. But before then, I would like the viewers to understand what cancer is.
Yes.
Because we have to start from there. Yeah, today we are going to talk about breast cancer, because the patient who is here with us is a breast cancer patient. She was, because now she is completely cured.
Yeah, she's a breast cancer warrior. Yes. She beat it.
Actually, she is one of our ambassadors as we speak. But I would like to take, I would like the viewers first of all to understand what cancer is. I always say that cancer is an abnormal cells that is inside your system. When we talk about abnormal cells, we talk about the dead cells in your system. Every day, we get new cells in our system. So the old cells or the dead cells are supposed to get out from your system. But the only way they can be out of your system, it is through the lymphatic system or maybe your skin. But when those things doesn't work in your system, they what happened, those cells, because they're already in your DNA, they accumulate to a tumor.
Yeah.
And that tumor can be a cancer or maybe a cancerous. So it depends.
Yeah.
So today we are going to discuss about the breast cancer. Despite this is the month that we have the Kidney Awareness Month.
Yes.
If all goes well, before the end of this month, I'll as well bring another patient who had also kidney cancer, and he's completely cured.
Yes.
Yes. So today, let's discuss about the breast cancer. And I told you that we have several types of cancers. Actually, there are more than 100.
Yes.
But I know viewers doesn't understand that we have more than 3 types of cancers, because they know more about breast, cervical, maybe
lung,
prostate, even lung. Some doesn't know even about the lung cancer.
Yeah.
Yes, but we have more than 100 types of cancers.
Yes.
So today, my patient actually came to me in 2021 after undergoing through challenges. Actually, she went the first hospital, which is in Nyahururu, that is in Nyandarua County, and she visited a certain hospital. These are the papers that the papers that she came she presented to me. That was in 2021. So there is one from I want to check one from Nyahururu, because that is where, where she started her journey. So she went to, there is a Catholic hospital in Nyandarua called Pope Benedict. I don't know whether 6 or what. So she went there, and after the physicians got the history, the physicians decided to do the biopsy. Biopsy is the small tissue that we remove from every tumor. Okay. Yes, we take it to the lab to know more about that
to
tumor.
Establish the root cause.
This is now the report, as you can see the way it is. So according to this report, it indicated that the patient has, we call it CA breast, that is cancer breast. But they referred her to Kenyatta Hospital, whereby the Kenyatta Hospital, they also did another test. Actually, they decided to go deeper because they, we have several stages in terms of cancers. Yeah. We have malignant and we have the benign. Yeah. So the malignant is the one that spreads faster than, but for the benign, it doesn't spread. And last time I gave out an example with thyroid cancer. Yes. Thyroid cancer cannot just go, cannot go outside the thyroid glands. But now for others, can spread faster. Yes. So the breast cancer that she was diagnosed with, it is malignant cancer. And you can see the report. So, what happened in Kenyatta Hospital, they repeated again the biopsy. This is now the report, as you can see.
Yes, and I hope our director will put these reports on your screen so that you can clearly see. Here we not only tell stories, we come even with proof.
Actually,
to show you.
According to the report, the oncologist, Dr. Dongo, was the one who was addressing her case, as you can see. The report were positive. Then the same doctor, because she also had several complications, she also went for the CT for the chest. Yeah. And it came out positive. Okay. She had something we call bronchitis. Then after the biopsy from Kenyatta Hospital, they decided to do another test. Yeah, there is another test that they did. And the test that they did, I have that report with me again. Sorry, I have forgotten to mention about the mammogram that she went to do at German Medical Hospital.
So these are just the processes of establishing the level her cancer was.
Because if you can see this one, this is now from Germany Medical Hospital.
Yeah, German Medical Center.
You can see the right breast.
Cancer, post-biopsy, excision.
Yes, so it is positive.
Yes.
These are now the scans, as you can see. So all these are the papers that she came up with.
The director will put them on your screen so that you can clearly see them, because I guess even the vision will be a little bit hard, but we'll try to, as much as possible, to put them on your screens.
So still she also had another doctor, Mr. Delito. He also recommended for the, we call it abdominal ultrasound. Now that one was purposely to check other vital organs like liver, kidney, the way they are operating. Yeah. And it is here. As you can see, the findings, there was a problem.
Yeah.
Yes. So it shows that it has already spread to other vital organs. From there, let's go to the histopathology. Now the histopathology, it's more deeper than, let me have that container.
Okay.
Histopathology is more deeper than biopsy because it shows different types of, first of all, it shows the cells, when it has formed, the stage. So that one is deeper.
Okay.
And it can even, it can show even the other areas that has been affected. Yes. And if the pathologist is supposed to do a surgery, where the surgery is supposed to be done. Yes. So these are now the blocks. We call them blocks. So the pathologist was able to remove the samples. We call them the blocks.
Yes.
Here, about 9. This is 1. You can, yeah, that is 1, 2, 3, 4. As you can see, there is something which is reddish.
Yeah.
That is now the part of the breast.
Okay.
Yeah. Those are 6 or 7.
6.
No,
5.
5.
Sorry.
6,
7.
8. You see, it is a small tissue. 9. So those blocks, this test, we call it histopathology. And the work of this, it's now to show what is happening inside your tumor. Yes. So this one is deeper than biopsy. Okay. And this one, it's always correct. So before the patient starts, let's say like chemotherapy, radiotherapy, you have to undergo through this. And then Dr. Dongo sent her, because Kenyatta Hospital were not able to do the test because of the machine, she was sent to Kenyatta Hospital, to Aga Khan Hospital, as you can see. So she went to Aga Khan Hospital for that test, and you can see it is positive. Yeah. So the range for the cancer cells were between 80 to 90.
Yes. What does that mean?
It shows that it is from stage 4. Yes.
So this is actually, is it the final stage?
We cannot call it phyllo because phyllo, we have different types of phyllas.
Okay.
We have the litrophyllas and then phyllas. For the litrophyllas, it is something to do with the DNA. Yeah. For the phyllo, it is something to do with phyllas. That is why there is a difference between the phyllo and the stage.
Oh, I was talking about the final cancer stage.
The final.
Yes, final.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I thought you were talking about the phyllo.
Oh,
so the phyllo, we use the word, we always use the word phyllo when we want to measure the CD4 count for a HIV patient.
Yeah, indeed.
But for the cancer,
we
do in terms of stages.
Okay.
Yeah, so this is stage 4. Yes.
So
yeah.
Oh, sorry. And clearly we've seen the patient came and you went through all the results and everything. You went through and studied even where her journey began. Yeah. Now she has come, she's in stage 4 cancer.
So as a doctor, we don't support any other report from outside because we don't know who did the analysis. So I also did my own test. Yeah. And actually it was almost the same. Yeah. So we started the process of treatment, whereby we started with stopping the cancer to spread to other vital organs. Yes. And also because she was weak. Yeah. So I had to use something that can waken up the immunity. From there, we started the medication. I also came up with a diet program whereby she was using that diet until her remission period.
Yes.
Yes.
I've actually seen her daktari.
Yes.
And normally when cancer patients begin treatment, we see them losing hair, weight, because yes.
So for my treatment, that is the phototherapy medication, because we don't do, I always say that chemotherapy kills faster than cancer itself. That is the truth of the matter. So for my medication or my treatment, I don't use chemotherapy nor radiotherapy. What I use, I always look for the root cause of that disease, where it came from, because as I told you, you must know whether that cancer came from the genes, chemicals, acidosis, or maybe the aflatoxin. So once you understand that, you are in a better position now to start the right treatment. So for her, I did my test and I was aware what I was up to, what I was supposed to do. Yes.
And how was the relation? You know, well, during treatment, there are people who say that doctor was tough. How do you make sure you maintain a good relationship with your patient? Because in as much as you want to treat the body-wise, of course, the emotional aspect of a patient needs to be in check, as well as now the physical aspect of it.
So first of all, okay, what I started with Elizabeth, we started with counseling.
Yeah.
Though she had already accepted that she is cancer free, she is cancer patient, but I started with counseling. From there, we talked a lot actually, and I could call her every morning and evening to understand how she is doing, and that one actually bring the patients to you. I mean, closer to you. It motivates that client or that patient.
Yes.
Yeah. So Elizabeth was in a better position to heal, because I was treating her as my kid, not even as my patient, as my kid. So she was close to me. We could talk even at night after work. And there is, every time that we discuss, there isn't, it is only one day that she had an issue, because she was coughing. I remember that day, she was coughing. And I told her to just rush to a certain chemist and buy a syrup. Actually, I don't know whether even she went for that syrup. But the following week, I was forced now to give a medication, first of all, to clear all the mucus inside the lungs. Yeah. So we were good friends for those 3 years. Actually, it is 3 years because we started the treatment in 2021, 2022, and 2023. Actually, no, it is 2 years because we started in March 2021. So, and then 2022, that is 1 year. 2023 March, 2 years. So after 2 years, she was okay.
Yes. And now, we, in our last episode, we told people that cancer is treatable and it's not a death sentence. And today, we are lucky enough, Daktari brought us a testimony and a testimonial and a patient who has gone through the process through phytotherapy medication, and today she's singing a new song. She's cancer-free, courtesy of Dr. Lucy and Salushi Wellness and Nutritional Clinic. Daktari, thank you so much. But before we finish, maybe you can give us your final remarks. And even last time during the interview, we missed out and we told to tell people where people can find you, and even maybe your social media platforms of Salushi Wellness Clinic. I got so many calls about that. So you also today you can maybe give contacts or even addresses or social media platforms that people can reach you through.
Okay. First of all, I would like to encourage again those people who are going through this hard time of cancer, because like now we can see that our country is undergoing through hell. Yeah. First of all, the treatment, even for those who are undergoing through chemotherapy and radiotherapy, there is no enough medication for that. The other thing, it's about where we are. Actually, now we have 13 branches. Kenya, we have 12, and we opened another one in Rwanda. So we are growing. Congratulations. Yes. But in Kenya, we are in 12 counties. But since now we are in Nairobi, you can visit us within Mebre or Limuru. Actually, Muru is an inpatient. It is a big hospital whereby sometimes, depending with the condition of the patient, we even admit.
Oh, you prefer?
Yes, we admit so that we can monitor the patient closely, so that we can see how the patient is doing. But if you'd like to reach us, you can call us one of our numbers, that is 0795 386 710. That is our number. We have several numbers, but that is the easiest number that you can call. We are also in all the social media handles. We are in Facebook at Salushi Wellness and Nutrition Clinic. We are also in Instagram, in Twitter, so you can reach us with
anywhere.
Anywhere.
Yes.
Yeah. And lastly, we are also available in SEO TV.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because
here
you
is
have been
home.
inviting us.
Yes.
Actually, yes, home. Yeah. So I would like to bring in my patient. That is Elizabeth Wandeto. She is a teacher by profession, but I would like her to come, introduce herself.
Yes.
And then you can proceed. At least you understand. You get to know her more than what I have explained.
True.
Yes, because we have worked together for those years, and she is a good ambassador actually. Yeah, because most of the patients who came to our hospitals, they even visit her. Yeah, you can imagine, they're from Nairobi to Nyandarua to get a word of encouragement. Yes.
That means she's doing a great job, and we appreciate her. And we are so
and
proud
that is why,
of her.
And that's why today she sacrificed herself to come and do the interview. At least she'll be able now to tell the patient what she has undergone. And also the procedure that she has used, so that those who are outside there and they would like maybe to come to a hospital, they can hear from the horse's mouth. Yes. So allow me to introduce Elizabeth Wandeto.
Yes. Thank you so much, Daktari, for even bringing us. We have always seen you come and telling us. Today you told me we are doing it different, and we really appreciate that even you took that step even to bring us your patient and tell people and enlighten people about phytotherapy medication and give us all the information. Every time I say it is a learning process, and we appreciate you so much.
Phytotherapy medication has no side effect.
Oh.
Yes. Yeah. Even if you take those medicines without having anything, without what do you call it? Without taking anything, as in food.
Yes. It
also acts like food. Actually, yeah, you cannot get any side effect. So it is the best, and actually I call it first-class medication because it doesn't have any side effects. Yeah, which is very crucial.
Yes.
Yeah, and that's why you see when Elizabeth will come here, you'll see the hair is growing well. It is black. Actually, it doesn't have even we call it what dye?
Yeah.
No, it doesn't have. Actually, you'll just see a small white hairs.
And it's we told it's wisdom.
And also the weight. Actually, she was adding a lot of weight. I also advised her not to add more weight, and she had to reduce some weight. So anyway, you can hear from the horse's mouth.
Yes, thank you so much, Daktari. Right here, it's SEO TV. We tell you that health is wealth, and we make sure that your health is intact. And obviously, our sponsors for this program are Salushi Wellness and Nutritional Clinic. We'll make sure we put their numbers on your screen. If you have any issue concerning your health, be sure to contact them and get the proper advice and see a doctor. And most especially, Dr. Lucy will be there to answer your questions and even to go with you through the process of treatment right here. We'll be right back with our guest. As Dr. Lucy had said, she is a cancer survivor, and we're gonna sit down with her and she will take us through the journey. Keep it here. This is SEO TV. My good name is Elizabeth Wanjiku. We'll be right back. Welcome back to SEO TV. This is the Health Diary. We are back with the second segment of our discussion. Dr. Lucy was here, and today she told us she has a guest for us, and the guest for today is an amazing woman. I celebrate her. I call her a warrior because indeed she walked through the process and beat it. Today we are discussing breast cancer, and we are privileged that today we have a person that has beat all the exemption and triumph of life. She has beat all the triumph of life, and today she's singing a new song. She's victorious because through the help of Salushi Wellness and Nutritional Clinic, today she can proudly say she is cancer free. Today, joining me in studio, I have Madam Elizabeth. Karibu sana. How are you doing?
I'm fine.
Yes. And to someone who might be seeing you for the very first time, you can begin by saying your names and tell us where you're from.
Welcome, viewers. My name is Elizabeth Wanjiku Wandeto. I'm from Nyandarua County. I'm a teacher by profession. I'm a teacher of Kiswahili at Jacaranda Primary School in Nyandarua West Sub-County.
Oh, that's amazing. Mwalimu wa Kiswahili.
Yes.
So Kiswahili tukianza kukizungumza hapa unanitupa chini. Unakielewa vizuri. Yeah. Mimi kidogo inanipiga chenga. But we are so glad to have you. Nyandarua, how are people doing?
Nyandarua, so far we are doing well. We are preparing for the planting season. The rains are almost.
Yeah.
But it has not rained.
But we still hope.
We hope that it will come soon.
Yes, thank you so much for even accepting to be a guest right here and feel at home. Karibu sana.
Thank you very much.
Yes, and today we are talking breast cancer.
Yes.
And we brought you here for a purpose.
Yeah.
And I want to sit back so that you can take us through your journey and tell us how has the journey been? How did it begin?
Okay, thank you, Sylvia.
You're welcome.
It has been a long journey since I discovered that I had breast cancer back in 2021. Not 2020. That is when I discovered that I had breast cancer. After having gone through a biopsy in one of the local hospitals in Nyahururu, where they removed a breast lump, and after the biopsy, it was confirmed that I had breast cancer. I think that caught me unawares. It was very scary, and as most of the people understand that too many, cancer is taken as a death sentence. So even to me, I could not be able to sleep. I could not be able to eat. I felt like excluding myself from everybody. I started a long, very lonely life. I felt that nobody understood me. Nobody knew what I was going through. And it was a challenging time, to say it.
I want to take you back a little bit because definitely you went to hospital not expecting that you'll be diagnosed with breast cancer, but there is something that is so abnormal in your body that made you decide, by the way, I need to go get myself checked. You can take us maybe, you can give us maybe a backstory of how you decided I really need to go get some medical attention.
Oh, thank you. It was back in 2016 when I was breastfeeding, and I discovered that my light blessed. It was like it didn't produce enough milk for the suckling baby, and I decided to visit a hospital. I went through a scan, and they told me that there was nothing wrong. Maybe because I had gone back to work, maybe it was the change. Because before the baby could suckle the whole day, and now there was the specific time when I could suckle the baby. So they told me maybe for the shift has made it that way, and they told me to breastfeed more. So I could breastfeed the baby so much through my right breast, but still I felt that it didn't produce enough milk. But I just brought that one back to my mind, and I went ahead.
And lived your life.
Yeah.
That is 2016.
Yeah, but there was nothing to worry about because there was no lump. There was
no
nothing.
pain.
Yeah, there's no pain. Yeah.
So 2016 has gone.
Yeah.
2017, 2018.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
In 2019, that is when I discovered that I had a very small breast lump. And as it was, I visited different hospitals. I went for mammograms, I went for CT scans, I went for something that was, I can't remember the name, where they pierced the breast and they removed some fruit. They took it to the lab, but still they confirmed that it was not malignant, it was benign, but there was, they were calling it an oedema. I can't remember very well the term that they used,
Yeah, it's okay.
but the tumor was there. From there, they told me now that it is not malignant, it can be removed. And in 2019, that was in December, I went for my first biopsy still in Nyahururu, and the tumor was removed. And they told me there was need for it to be sent to Nairobi for further investigations.
Yeah.
And in around February in 2020, that is when the report came back, and it confirmed that I had breast cancer. So that shocked me so much, because now it's as if they had already confirmed to me that I didn't have cancer, but now another report has come saying that I had breast cancer. It was very shocking.
Yes, hold it right there. Of course, you've been told the cancer is here. It is within you. The first feeling, definitely, you've been shocked. But again, I want maybe to know what at that moment was going through your mind as a person who has received this news that you were not expecting. Everybody walks into a hospital expecting some sort of good news.
Well, I felt like the whole world had crumbled. I felt like it was the end of me. I started thinking about my children, my then mom, who were very close to me, and I couldn't imagine how I was going to face life, because I didn't see as if there was any more life remaining. I thought now I had come to the end. So it was even very, very difficult for me to break the news to anybody. I first of all kept the news to myself. I didn't know who to tell, who to confide with. But after some time, I found courage, went through a friend of my mom, so that I can break the news
to her.
Yeah.
I can only imagine the feeling. Now, now you've been told this is what we are fighting with. It's cancer, breast cancer. The treatment journey is about to begin because, of course, lazima you sought solutions of this treatment. And you can maybe tell us how the treatment process of, we've seen Daktari tell us and take us through the hospitals you had gone prior. How did you get to know about Salushi Wellness and Nutritional Clinic, and how did your treatment under Dr. Lucy begin?
Okay, when I went to Kenyatta, I was done a second biopsy where almost the whole part of my breast was removed. And during that time, I was to undergo a chemotherapy followed by radiotherapy. But unfortunately, back at home, one of my sisters told my mom that the chemotherapy was not good. So they said that even if I'm seeking treatment, I should not go for chemotherapy and radiotherapy because I'll worsen. So I was left with no choice. I didn't know where to start. So I stayed for some time without getting any proper medication.
Yeah.
But I opted to get some supplements from a company called NORAD, where I got some supplements. I explained to them that I had breast cancer, so they told me to abstain from some types of foods. Then they gave me the supplements which I took. They were quite expensive. I used a lot of money. And within this time, now I was starting to feel a lot of pain in my body. I could not be able to walk. I could not be able to sleep well. So I decided it was better that I seek more treatment.
Yeah.
But remember, I did not have an option of chemotherapy and radiotherapy, which are obvious. Yeah, so it came to a time in March, that is 2021 now. I came to learn about Dr. Rusi from Sarushi Wellness and Nutritional Clinic. First of all, I had seen it from the social platform, the Facebook. I read about the article she had presented about tumors, about cancers, and after learning about it, I also consulted somebody from Kenyatta, and that is how I got connected to her. I talked to her, and by the time I talked to her, I was also waiting for the histology report from Aga Khan Hospital, where I had been referred from Kenyatta. So the time I went for the histology report from Aga Khan, I also happened to meet the doctor. That time she was at Jiro. I traveled all the way to Jiro, met with her. I explained to her. I also presented my reports, and she also decided to do another test to confirm the reports that I had taken with me, and she confirmed that I was in stage 4.
Journey began from there.
The treatment journey began from there. Of course, she told me that I required money to start with, and I had used a lot of money, so I didn't know whether I would get the money.
Yeah.
But all the same, I called my mom. We talked. She sent me some money, and the same day, I went home with some treatment, and I started this very same day to ask me whether I had taken the medication, whether I had eaten, and how I was feeling. So from the very first day, she could call me and ask me how I was faring.
Yes. Yeah. So from that, I can already tell that you had already developed a good relationship with your doctor. Even how did that impact your healing process and treatment process as a patient?
Well, from the good rapport we established with her, it also helped me because she could encourage me. She could tell me in front of other patients that I was going in at a very fast rate.
You were progressing
well. I was progressing very well. And considering that most of the patients who had come by that time had not gone through the biopsy like I had gone. Some had not gone through the chemotherapy. So they were very fresh. And she hoped that they would get, that they would reciprocate the treatment faster than I could. But fortunately, I was doing better than them. And she kept praising me in front of them. I could come maybe, she was in the counseling, in between the counseling session, she would welcome me, and she would stop and tell the other patients, this is my patient all the way from Nyandarua, and she's doing very well. And as you can see her, she doesn't have one breast. She was mastectomized as a result of breast cancer, and some of them could say, oh no, you don't seem like you are sick. I thought you had come to bring somebody else. And that kept me going. I felt so much encouraged even to follow the doctor's instruction and to get well.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're going to be right back right here. Today we have a very inspiring story from Elizabeth right here at SEO TV. This is the Health Diary. We make sure we keep your health in check, and even we inspire, empower, and educate. Remember, you can interact with us through all our social media platforms at Salushi Empowerment Organization TV, on Instagram, Twitter, as well as TikTok. We are everywhere. As well, if you have a question that you want to pose, you can send in via our SMS line, which is running below your screens. We'll be happy to even answer your questions. Right here, this is SEO TV, and my name is Elizabeth Wanjiku. We'll be right back with our last segment of the Health Diary. Welcome back to the Health Diary. We are still here. This is SEO TV, and today we are talking matters of breast cancer. And not only are we talking about breast cancer, we are even inspiring. And today we are privileged to have a breast cancer warrior, a very beautiful, bold, and apologetic woman who today decided to come forth and share her story and her recovery process, because today she's singing a new song because she has beat the deadly, and even most people say that a killer disease, which it is actually not. So today we are still with Elizabeth in studio, and we had talked about now the treatment process through Salushi Wellness and Nutritional Clinic. And of course, you've shared the journey of how it was, even the relationship with your doctor, which really impacted you in one way or the other in terms of your progression and in terms of your healing process. If I may ask, Elizabeth, what you can help us or highlight the important or positive experiences that stood out for you during your time as a patient with Salushi Salushi Wellness and Nutritional Clinic. Beg your pardon.
Well, thank you. One thing that I cannot for sure is that the doctor was very close to her patients.
Yes.
Very close. She even went ahead and stopped being the doctor. She became a confidant, a friend, a mentor, a preacher. You know, she was all out.
Yes.
Yeah, you felt being in the right hands. She was so outstanding. And she was very friendly, very friendly. Yes, the journey was tough because in terms of finances, it was very traumatic.
Yes.
But she kept on encouraging me. Take your medication, work, get the finances, pay for the medication. She kept on telling me, do this, and once you do it, I'm sure you are going to be victorious. And surely I emerged to be so.
Victorious.
Yeah,
That's
sure.
amazing. And I'm sure someone out there is being inspired, because I'm sure there are very, very many people who are undergoing this struggle, and they think that they cannot go through the process and emerge victorious. And Elizabeth, I want to ask, because you know, when people start, most especially cancer treatment, most people lose their hair, most people lose their weight, but I can see your melanin is popping, your hair is intact, you look beautiful. Maybe did this medication which Salushi Empowerment did, which is a phytotherapy medication, affect you in any way?
Well, let me say that it did not affect my hair. Yes, I'm in short hair, but this wasn't my style before.
Yes.
But once I imagined before, now when I went to Kenyatta and I imagined about the chemotherapy and the radiotherapy,
Yes.
I was so prepared to roost
lose
my
your
hair.
hair.
So I decided, instead of roosting my hair and the way it was long and very smart, I decided to shave it. So I went to a kinyozi eventually and I cut my hair before I went to Kenyatta. So when I went to Sarushi, I was expecting that maybe after the medication, my hair would start falling, but nothing of that nature happened.
Yeah.
So I also found it to be a style to maintain the short hair.
It
So
is not bad, Leo.
so since then, I didn't go back to braiding,
Yeah.
but none, not even one hair, what can I, strand of my hair fell after the treatment with Sarushi. So it has been intact. I've been shaving it maybe monthly because it grows long very fast. And I can say that I did not experience those things that people say about the nausea, the hair falling. Although I had the weight loss, but not from the medication. It was prior to the medication.
Okay.
But once I started the medication, my weight started returning. There was a time I was overweight and I called the doctor. I told her, wow, hey, I feel that I had gone to 65 kilograms. I told her, I need to reduce, and she told me, don't.
It was too much.
Yeah, that is too much. So I had to cut down on my weight, but I have never experienced any side effect from the medication that I received from Sarushi.
Yes, that's amazing. Looking back, how do you perceive the healing journey?
Well, it has been a very long but a worth journey. It is
Fulfilling,
worthy. It is worthy and fulfilling, because as we speak, I'm cancer free. I can do everything that a mother needs to do, that a teacher needs to do, that a farmer needs to do, that in church I take part in all areas of my life, and I'm very healthy.
That's amazing. I guess someone didn't hear it just right. Elizabeth said she's cancer free. And it's such an inspiring story, Elizabeth, to hear. And maybe you can give someone a piece of advice, maybe someone who is going through something that which is coinciding with what you went through. Maybe give them a word of encouragement, and even you can advise them that Salushi Wellness and Nutritional Clinic patients come and get treated, and they can sing or have the same story as you are having it today.
Well, to everybody who is undergoing through a very, very difficult and challenging situation like I was in 3 years ago, this is my message to you. There is light at the end of the tunnel. There is hope. Everything is not gone.
Yeah.
Cancer is not a death sentence. It is just a disease like any other. Look at your right, look at your left. There are so many people who are getting sick now and then, and some of them are dying out of those diseases. All of them are not dying from cancer. Some of them are dying from very minor diseases. So, my message to you, wake up, talk to yourself, seek treatment, and seek the right treatment. And cancer is curable. From the Sarushi Wellness and Nutritional Clinic, you can get the right medication. Visit them, talk to the doctor. She is a very, very humble doctor. You cannot even say that she's a doctor. She goes to your level. Go and talk to her. Explain your case. She'll give you her ear, and you'll come out with something from there. So everything is not gone. I am surviving, and I am a warrior, and even maybe contemplating of going for a breast surgery to restore my breast so that I can become as I was 3 or 4 years ago. So everything is not lost.
It is not, because through the process, at least, I'm sure many people will be inspired with your story. And right now, actually, I'm sure you're amongst the many ambassadors who, you know, talk and inspire and give a word of encouragement to even other people out here about breast cancer and give them awareness that is not a death sentence. And we can clearly see the way you're smiling, that smile tells it all. Yes, and you're really happy that you beat the cancer. And you know, we hope even to see you again and again. And when you go back home, tell people we've said hi. I'll give you a chance to maybe say hi to 1 or 2 friends and invite them and tell them to always switch on to SEO TV, because right here we give you insights and amazing topic and conversations that will build you, impact you, and not only health-wise, also we give in-depth details on farming. Not only farming, we do medicinal plant farming, making sure you have money in your pockets and your health is in check. And for this and more information, obviously we cannot consume every single detail, so get a copy of the Salushi weekly newspaper, where we get to give you detailed information and stories on health and matters farming. This is the first issue. You can still purchase it because it's a continuous issue, so make sure you don't miss out. This issue only goes for 50 shillings, but you can, you know, you can even not compare what that 50 shillings can do for you. This is the second issue, where actually we'll be talking about kidney, since we're in the month, that month, which is the Kidney Awareness Month. That's what we'll be talking in our next interview, or in our next episode of the Health Diary. Thank you so much, Elizabeth, for even coming. I'm sure I'll make sure I give you a copy of this so that you can go and give watu wa Nyandarua the good news and even learn about health. Maybe as we close, you can give us your closing remarks and maybe say hi to watu ambao uliwacha nyumbani and give them a word of encouragement as we close.
Yes. I would like to thank the Sarushi Wellness and Nutritional Clinic fraternity for welcoming me to this studio and to for giving me this chance to talk to many people outside there who might have been in the same place that I was the few years ago, and to encourage them that there is hope for the cancer patients. In fact, all types of cancers are treatable, they are curable. And back at home, I would like to say hi to my kids, my daughter Joy and my son Alvin, to my brothers and sisters back at home. I am changed. I'm not the one you knew a few years ago. And I'm feeling so well. I would also want to encourage my friends in Orjoro Primary and Jacaranda Primary, all those who are having health issues, to visit Sarushi Wellness and Nutritional Clinic, and they'll get help. And to everybody outside there, your health is your wealth. So take care of it.
Yes.
Thank you.
Amazing. Thank you so much. And you're welcome again. Anytime you feel you want to stop by, here is home, and we love visitors. We love having you back again and again. Our regards. Go say hi to all your friends, your colleagues, right back at home in Nyandarua County. And tutakujia viazi.
Yeah, you're most welcome. They are in plenty.
Yes. Thank you so much. This was the Health Diary. Today we tackled breast cancer, and I hope you've learned one thing or two. Remember, our program today has been sponsored by Salushi Wellness and Nutritional Clinic, a group of clinics that make sure that your health is in check, and as well as give you advice on how well you can take care of your body right here at Salushi SEO TV. It is my pleasure to say I've really enjoyed having you guys around, and I will not, I cannot wait to see you and experience maybe questions that you may have in our next episode. Remember, your opinion and questions matter. I tell you, you're my boss. So anything you say, and even you can bring in your contributions on even episodes that you want to see right here on the Health Diary. I'll be more than glad to review them and even bring them to you, because I tell you, I salute you, I celebrate you, and everything you tell me, I do, because I respect you as my bosses. This is SEO TV. My name is Elizabeth Wanjiku, and until next time, this is Health Diary. Adios.